Welcome to the show, Jane. Thank you for being here to talk about this. And these annual weigh-ins that we're talking about, schools and check-ins and things like that, is actually something that you and your family would welcome.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Because you're desperate for the support, aren't you?
Yeah, I really do need to get some help with him and his weight.
How has the weight got to the situation it is now, Jane?
Well, it started a few years ago when he broke his foot and he had to have his leg in a plaster. So he wouldn't walk, he was scared to put his...
He wasn't mobile, was he?
No, so he sat there and obviously done his drawings and ate, and so he wasn't getting any exercise, and
it was a bit of a slippery slope from there.
And to tell you the truth, I didn't realise because he wasn't wearing his normal clothes because of the plaster. He had elasticated shorts and stuff, so I didn't even notice that his waist was getting bigger.
And do you think it was the lack of activity or the food that he was eating?
I think the lack of activity more, because he loves food, but he does love broccoli, cabbage,
he eats
carrots.
His veg and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
He does generally love all food. He's not necessarily chips and burger.
Before he broke his foot, then, was he quite an active child?
Yeah.
Was his weight was fine? So when you're saying you didn't notice, when did you realise? What was it that sort of made you realise that he'd got to this point?
Because it happened just before the school holidays, and then when I took him back to school 6 weeks later, that's how quick he put the weight on. The teachers looked at him and, with eyes wide open and said, "What happened?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, what happened? It looks fine to me."
But now your eyes have been open to it and the school sent a letter home and you now know that there is a problem and you yourself want to help him to make it better. What support can they give you other than to say you need to encourage him to get out, to be active, go for a walk, do this? I mean, what more support can you get than actually the knowledge of that's what you've just got to go out and do?
Well, we do get out and about as much as we can, but I find that the gyms obviously won't take anybody his age. At the school, he's not allowed to join the football club until he's in year 4.
But what about getting out on a bike or going for family walks or things that are free?
We do that. We do that all the time. He's got a bike, he's got a trampoline, and and we do get out and about quite a lot. We go swimming, but I think his food has become an obsession to him.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise until just recently that he has been stealing food out of the fridge.
And that's a different issue entirely,
hiding
isn't it?
food in his room. He says to my friend he hasn't eaten, and they'll feed him, and then he'll come back to me and say
so he's quite
he hasn't eaten.
So you can imagine that there'll be people sitting at home saying, this is your responsibility now.
Yeah.
You've been given all the guidance that you could possibly need. You need to start being stricter with him, or you need to start giving it. But like you say, he eats his fruit and veg.
Yeah.
He's good at eating.
Well, he has been eating all the good, healthy stuff. That's why I couldn't understand why he's lost weight.
Is he aware?
He hasn't lost weight, sorry.
Is he aware that his weight is an issue? Has he become conscious? Because one of the things they're suggesting with weighing in kids at the start and the end of the school year, the concern would be the pressure that puts on the child. Does he know at his age now that his weight is an issue?
Yes, he does. He does know. Because he can only wear tracksuits and stuff like that, he can't wear jeans. So do
you talk to him about the fact that, look, we need to get out, we need to be active, we need to try and help you get down to a healthy...
and he knows all about healthy food, what he should eat, what he shouldn't eat,
But something's not sticking with him because he's hiding this food.
He just wants food all the time.